Hello everyone, Bill Bacardi here. Hopefully everybody's well. As you can see, there's a lock in the vise already picked. This has been picking his number one. It says unpickable on it. This is the bidding on the key, guys. Now as you can see, I've already picked this lock. But he's done something very special to this lock. I'll show you what this is out here for in a minute. And as you can see, it is not an easy lock, guys. It's a sad day in the Bacardi household. I got to retire another gem tonight. Luckily, I have a few more of these. Okay, we're going to lock this back up. I'll show you it's all locked up, guys. Key works. I do have the tailpiece off of this already. And I'll explain why that is as I'm picking this, guys. See what he's done to the front of that key? Well, he's put a wafer in the back of this lock underneath the tailpiece that is impossible. I've tried every which way that I could think of to get under this wafer to pick that number 6 pin. It completely blocks the number 6 pin and kind of wraps around the number 5 pin. But he's done an awesome job. Let me get you squared up here. I'm going to move my coffee out of the way so I don't knock that down. And hopefully we can get back in this lock real quick, guys. I mean, it's a hard enough pick without that wafer in it. Okay, number 1 going, there's a little tiny false set there. Number 2, I think I overset number 2. I definitely overset number 2 there, guys. Okay, 1 feels good now. 2. I'm getting a little counter in 3, I think that is. Okay, I think he just set. 4, good. 5, we'll lose my tension wrench. This may turn into a little bit of a long video, guys, because I really want to show off the work he's done in the back of this. I mean, this is a pretty genius. And he's really precision made this piece to fit in the back of this lock. Okay, just hit 2 and it went into a deeper false set, guys. 3, I'm getting a little counter. I'm going to let the tension off that wrench. Oh, I just dropped everything. Okay, that's all right. Not a problem. And 6 is like a really, really high cut in the back. So what happens is the point of the number 6 pin is actually sitting right on top of that wafer plate in there. Wait till I pull the core out and I'll show you. I haven't taken it out. I haven't taken it apart yet to see what pins are in it yet. I have picked it. But like I said, I haven't gotten it apart to that point yet. We'll gut it and then I'll show you how that wafer goes in it and how number 6 sits right on top of the wafer. It's really pretty cool. I'm over tensioning again, guys. Okay, 1 feels good. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. Okay. But like I said, I've been playing with this lock for a couple days now. Trying to figure out a way to set everything. And it seems like it binds, number 6 is the last pin to bind. So it really kind of just screws you in the end. Okay. I just dropped something. Okay, I just got it back on number 1. I must have dropped number 1 there. But now I'm not getting any counter or anything. Like I said, it's a hard enough lock without that wafer in it. I'm overset on something again. I'm not getting any counter though. Getting a little counter on 2, that feels like. Okay, I believe he's set now. 3 was an overset for sure. We're going to let that come back down. Yeah. I don't want to make this video too long, guys. I want to try and keep it close to 15 as possible. But Ben Pickin, I'm going to tell you a very nice job on this, buddy. I'm giving up, and it's going on to the next victim. There's some nice clicks on 4 solid now. 3 got a little counter on 3, it feels like, and a little deeper of a false set. So I really don't know what kind of pins he has in here. I mean, obviously there's some kind of spool in 3. Oh, my tension wrench is falling. Okay, give me one second. Okay, got it back. Okay, I just dropped something there again. I bet it was 1, because it always seems like 1 drops. Well, maybe it was 2. Okay. Okay, got a little deeper false set now. There's a lot of clicking going on in here. Okay, so 2 feels solid. 3 is nice. It feels set. 4. Come on, I just picked this thing in 2 minutes a little while ago, guys. Okay. A little deeper false set there, a little deeper. Now I'm in a deep, deep false set that it's never been in before for me. Oh, deeper. Oh, God, that's not good. Sorry that I'm so quiet, guys. I'm trying to concentrate on this. I want to get it picked as fast as I can here. We're open there. Oh, I just dropped a pin. The core slid out and I dropped a pin. I got it here. There it is. Oh, it's a deep, deep, deep pin. We'll figure out where that goes. Okay. Whew, well, we're open. That was a save, buddy. Holy cow. I think that came out of 6, though, because it fell out of the back, I think. And the spring is right here. Okay. Whew, that could have been ugly. That could have gotten real ugly. Okay. Get all this stuff out of the way. Oh, take the lock over here. I'm sorry. I don't want to go out of frame with it. Okay. Whew. Okay. But like I said, you're going to see some real awesomeness that he's done in here. If that's a word, awesomeness. All right, let's get a shim through here. If it'll go. You know what? This shim is bad. I don't want to come out of frame here, guys. Okay. 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 Just like this, pins upwards. Yes, sir. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so that definitely came out of the top of number 6, I think, guys. Okay, pin 1. Looks like it's, yeah, it's a serrated. Very long key pin, another serrated, double serrations on it. That was 4. 3 doesn't want to come out. Come on, buddy. There it is. There's 3. 4. No, that's 5, I'm sorry. Here's 6. All right, I'm going to kind of take my time on showing this because he's got threading in 1, 2, and 3. And I believe he's got some kind of counter milling. No. They just seem like they're ovaled a little bit on 5 and 6. Okay, I'm going to go out the back of this lock because that's where I think I dropped that first pin at. And that would be him. And obviously it would have went like I got him right now in there. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, guys. Okay. All right. I'm not too worried about them. We'll take 5 out here, and then we'll take 4 and the rest of them out. Very nice spool there. Steel spring. We'll get 4 out through here, and then we'll go through the front on the rest of them, guys. Oh, he's just peeking his head over the shear line. He's a standard. Huh. Let me slide that back a little bit because I don't. It looks like that chamber's threaded, so he's been in the top of here too. With a really weak little copper spring. He popped out of there pretty hard. He's another T-pin. Very nicely done. Copper spring. Actually, that's a double copper spring. Been picking, you're sneaky. There's a long giant serrated, my friend. Holy cow. I love them long pins up in the Bibles. They do a lot for you. Okay, he came out just like that. He looks like a chess piece or something. Okay. Shim is over here. Let me look down in that core, guys. I mean, the Bible. Yeah, number 4 is definitely threaded in there. For sure. Oh, yeah. He's the only one that feels like it, though. Number 4 would have been the standard, though. Yeah, he's definitely threaded. Okay, let's get to this core, these core mods. This is really the cool part. Okay, so let me shut that off so I don't blind nobody. Am I far enough over? Yes, I am. Okay. So, obviously, plug goes back in the lock like this. Then you have this wafer. See how he's cut the back of this core? I'm going to pull that back out so you can see it. See how that core is cut back here, guys? Hopefully you can see that. See the slot he's cutting there? So what happens, this slides in here like this. This wafer slides into here, and it actually blocks. Actually, I got it backwards right now. It's got to go this way. Fits one way only, guys. It actually blocks. Now the tailpiece goes on it, obviously. Screws go in it. Now when you try and get a pick in there underneath, it's absolutely impossible. You can't. So I tried picking it, the first 5 pins and then try and set the 6 pin. Well, what happens is the 5 pin is set already, so you can't get nothing. That's why I have this probe laying out here. I even tried to take a probe and slide through and get under that 6th pin. And I've only gotten it in a deep fall set, but how I had it was in my viced up, and then took the probe and went from the back side and pushed the pin up. Because if you look, here, I'm going to put number 6 pin in, and hopefully you can see down that chamber. Now when 6 pin is in, it's actually sitting right on top of there, guys. Can you see inside it there, I hope? I hope this video turns out all right that you can see in there. And it's a good video. It's only $13.55 right now. But it sits right on top of this wafer plate, and you cannot get a pick underneath it. So it's basically a pretty unpickable lock. Let's see if the next guy can figure out how to do it. I mean, I racked my brain for 3 or 4 days on this thing. But it is an awesome idea. I would think about approaching a company with that. I mean, that's a pretty smart idea, my friend. Very nice lock, very gorgeous pins. I'm going to take it down and show you all the pins real fast, because I don't want this to get too long. Okay, so in number 1, you have this real long serrated here with this T-pin up above it. Double copper spring. This is like a double serrated here with this long serrated up above him. That's where all that crunching was coming from for sure, with that copper spring. Then he had this double serrated key pin with a serrated spool above him, long copper spring. Then there's a bunch of little serrations here, and then a real wide serration at the top of it with a standard above that with a real small copper spring. And that was number 5. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Here's number 5. It's got serrations all the way up and down. Real tiny serrations. I don't know if you can see them or not. With this spool up above that. Steel spring. Then in 6 was this cool T-pin right here. I got a spring stuck on my pick. Sorry, guys. It had a standard key pin with this real cool T-pin up above it with a steel spring. I'll give it once more over. Here's 1, chamber 1. Here's chamber 2. That's an awesome pin right there, guys. This is chamber 3, chamber 4, chamber 5, chamber 6. And Ben picking, I'm going to give it to you on this one because it's pretty much unpickable with that plate in it. I mean, I've tried everything. I really, really have. I don't want to get you drunk with the camera there, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks for joining. Have a great evening. And good night. Thank you.